Yes, hello everybody. Myself Rajiv Raj Singh, Physics faculty. So, right now I am here with some basic concept of class 11. Not the concept of physics. Basically, if you will go and see our video, so 2 to 3 lectures I have already taken on the basic mathematics. And I already explained there, basic mathematics, basically these are the parts of math which will help us to solve the physics numericals, right? So today we are going to proceed and continue this part. 2 to 3 concept we have, 2 to 3 video we have already uploaded, like basic mathematics first, second, third I think. So in all these lectures we have discussed till mathematical algebra like AP, GP, sum of n natural numbers, square of n natural numbers and cube like that. Okay. Property of trigonometry. Right. So I told you here we will discuss only those part of math which are necessary for us. Now coming on the part. Today we are going to discuss first of all coordinate geometry, because little bit it is required in physics, and then we will start very important and very interesting topic, differentiation, right? So see here. So see, we have 2 types of coordinate geometry. One is called 2D and another is called 3D. So right now we are discussing 2D. After then later we will discuss 3D. So 2D we will take 2 coordinate axes. Even you have studied all the things in class 9th. But again I am taking because maybe in class 9 some students they did not get properly, maybe they did not pay their attention. So just see here, we have take this is the horizontal x-axis and this is a y-axis, like that. This is a x-axis and this is a y-axis. This point of intersection is called origin, my dear. This point of intersection is called origin. Getting my points? And these two must be 90 degree. These 2 axes must be at 90 degree. This point of intersection is called origin. Now thing is that why we call this is origin? Because all the distance must be measured with respect to origin. Whatever you will measure in upcoming lecture, suppose that I am telling you a student is standing at 3, 5. 3, 5 means you all the distance taken from the origin, because it is also known as reference point. Done buddy? Okay. Suppose that we have one point P and its coordinate represented like P, x, y. See, we have one point and its coordinate represented like x, y. It means this will represent x coordinate and this will represent y coordinate. Getting my points? In 2D, first numerical value will be x coordinate, second numerical value will be y coordinate. Now we are going to understand what the meaning of x coordinate, what the meaning of y coordinate, then sign convention. See here. My dear, see what the meaning of x coordinate. X coordinate also known as abscissa. First thing we have to observe, x coordinate also known as abscissa. Okay. Perpendicular distance from the y-axis. Suppose that this is a point, right? Can I get? Okay, fine. Suppose that this is a point. So perpendicular distance of this point from the y-axis. So this is what? Y-axis. So from here it's perpendicular distance. This will represent x coordinate. This will represent x coordinate. Getting my points? X coordinate means perpendicular distance from the y-axis. Done? Similarly we can write about y coordinate. So look here, y coordinate also known as ordinate. Y coordinate also known as ordinate, and perpendicular distance from the x-axis is called y coordinate. This is a point P, so its perpendicular distance from the x-axis. Its perpendicular distance from the x-axis is called y coordinate. Finally, this point has 2 coordinates x, y. Done buddy? We are discussing only 2D. Later we will discuss 3D. Right now we are discussing only 2D. So here this become perpendicular distance from y-axis become x coordinate, and perpendicular distance from x-axis becomes y coordinate. X coordinate also known as abscissa and y coordinate also known as ordinate. Now we are going to take sign convention. Next, see, right of origin x taken as positive. My dear, right of origin x taken as positive and left of origin x taken as negative. Now see, this is what origin. So right of this origin means here and here x should be positive, and left of this origin means here and here x should be negative. So this is what first and fourth quadrant. So x will be positive. X will be what? Positive. Tell me in which quadrant? First quadrant and fourth quadrant. Done buddy? In first quadrant and fourth quadrant x will be positive. Similarly, x will be negative in which quadrant? Second and third. Second quadrant and third quadrant x will be negative. Done buddy? Similarly, we will take about y-axis. Now see next point. Above the origin y taken positive and below the origin y taken negative. Above the origin y taken positive and below the origin y taken negative. Why I am telling this all the very you can say easy things? Because when I will teach you like graph, how to plot the graph, in that case this all the tools, this all the concept will help us, right? So see, above the origin, this quadrant and this quadrant will be above the origin. It means here y will be positive and here y will be positive. So y will be positive in which quadrant? You have to reply, my dear. Y will be positive in first and second quadrant. Okay, y will be negative in which quadrant? So see, this one and this one, third and fourth quadrant y will be negative. So this point you have to keep in your mind, because these all the things help us to understand the graph, right? Okay, next. Now we are going to learn how to represent a point in a coordinate system. 3D not right now we are taking, we will take 3D after some time. Today, but after some time. Suppose that we have point like that, P 1, 2. So how you will represent? So see, first of all 2D coordinate system, okay, 2D coordinate system, this is y-axis, this is the x-axis. Now see, x coordinate positive or negative? Positive. So we know that x must be right of origin. Okay, so x may be here and x may be here. Done buddy? We have two possibilities of x. Now this is what y coordinate. Y coordinate positive or negative? Positive. So we know that y must be above the origin. It means y may be here and may be here. So in which, see, in which quadrant there is a double click, double correct mark. In first quadrant it means point will be here. It means point will be in this quadrant. Getting my points? Point will be here. Now see, from the y-axis how much distance? 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter. This is the 1 meter, done. And from the x-axis how much? 2 meter. Done. This is. So this will be point, my dear, 1, 2. So this is the representation of point. Similarly, suppose at this is a P1, this is a P2. P2, suppose that there is a 0, -3. 0, -3. So 0 means what? This point lies on a y-axis. Here x is what? X is 0. X is 0 is what? The perpendicular distance. My dear, look here. X is what? 0. It means what? The perpendicular distance of the point from y-axis is 0. The perpendicular distance of point from the y-axis is 0. It means this point lies on this line. Okay, fine. Somewhere, maybe here, there, here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, anywhere on this line. Now y is equal to what? -3. y is equal to minus 3, it means what? Y may be here and may be here. Then what is? So y will be minus 3, it means what? From here to this distance minus 3. Suppose that this is a minus 3. So this is the point 0, minus 3. It means you will get one concept from here. Whenever point on the y-axis, x coordinate will be 0. Whenever point on the y-axis, tell me x coordinate will be 0, right? Similarly, you can take, for you, I am giving you this task, P3. Suppose that 2, 0. It means what? Tell me this point should be on x-axis or y-axis, or maybe some other point. So sir, here y coordinate becomes 0. My dear, here y coordinate becomes 0. Y coordinate 0, it means what? Perpendicular distance from the x-axis 0. It means point may be here, may be here, may be here, somewhere, anywhere. But x is equal to what? 2. X is equal to 2, it means from here this is the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance, suppose that this is a 2. So this becomes 2, 0. So whenever point lies on x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. Whenever point lies on y-axis, its x coordinate will be 0. Now I think you understood how to represent a point, right? So see, one more question for you. Okay, this is one question for you. You have to represent minus 2, minus 5. How you will represent? Yes. Simple, very easy. See, this is the origin. Sir, x negative. X negative is what? Left of origin. Here and here. Y is also negative. It means below the origin. Here and here. So there is a double right, double mark here. It means point may be somewhere here. This is a point minus 2, minus 5. So this distance becomes minus 5 and this distance becomes minus 2. So this is a point. Done, buddy? Now I hope you are able to understand how to represent point, because all the things will be help us to solve the physics numericals, right? Now we are going to find the distance between 2 points. Suppose here we have, here it is given that there is a one line at which one point has coordinate x1, y1, another point has coordinate x2, y2. They are asking that find the distance between them. So you have already studied in class 10. This become what? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula of distance. Done, buddy? Okay. So this is, we have talked about coordinate system in 2D. Now we are going to study 3D. After then I will teach you concept of plane, xy plane, yz plane, zx plane, right? Okay. See, so right now we are going to discuss 3D. 3D, it means we have 3 axes. X-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Like that. You have to imagine, because 3D, one kind of imagination. 2D is very easy, but 3D is just one kind of imagination like that. See, this is and this one. Hold. This is a 3D, right? So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is your z-axis. So all the distance above the origin, and this must be perpendicular on the xy plane. So all the distance taken positive and all the distance taken negative. So right now you are discussing 3D, but I plotted this graph in 2D, so you have to imagine. In this case, we will represent point like x, y, z. If z coordinate 0, it means point is in xy plane. Suppose that if y coordinate 0, it means point is in xz plane, right? Such kind of imagination we have to proceed there. Suppose that 2 points is given. One is P1, x1, y1, z1, and one is P2, x2, y2, z2. Again you have to calculate distance, so this becomes same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. These all the things you have studied in class 9 or 10. Even I am taking, because maybe some student like me, those did not study properly. So look here, right? Okay. Now see, we are going to study plane. Concept of plane. So first of all, I would like to introduce what the usage of this. Sometimes when you will be read the question of physics, then they will say that like particle is moving in xy plane, then it turn in yz plane and some like that. So in that case, I cannot say most of the student, but some student will not able to understand how they take coordinate, how can take the, or you can say direction. For this I have taken a concept of plane. So first of all, what is the plane? Area bounded by two axes is called plane. Like this is a plane. Suppose that I assume this is the x-axis. Suppose that, my dear, I assume this is the x-axis, right? And this is the y-axis. So this area is a one kind of plane, and we can say that this is a xy plane. This is a xy plane. Done, buddy? So plane means what? Area bounded by two axes is called plane. Like suppose that I am saying you xy plane. So xy plane means like that. This is the one plane. This will be its x coordinate, and this will be its this will be its x-axis, and this will be its y-axis. This space, not only this one, this whole space in xy system is called xy plane. Getting my point? Suppose that someone saying that a point which lies in xy plane, it means that point may be here, may be here, may be here, may be here, right? Right now, what is perpendicular? Z-axis perpendicular to this one. Z-axis perpendicular to this one. Similarly, see YZ plane. If I am talking about YZ plane, it means Y and Z. Y and Z will be its boundary. Now, which will be perpendicular? X coordinate will be perpendicular. Similarly, you can say XZ plane. Done, buddy? So these all the things will help us. Okay. So this, again I am telling you, these are the very elementary things, but we have to study each and everything conceptually. Then you will be able to solve the physics numerical quickly and you can say efficiently and in very good correct manner, right? See the next. See, this is one of the very good point, you can say a very important point. Any line perpendicular to the plane, see, any line perpendicular to the plane must be perpendicular to the all lines or point on the plane. Try to understand. Suppose that this is your xy plane. Suppose that this is your xy plane. So this will be what? Perpendicular. Now think, we have select two lines. This is one line and this is another line. These two lines perpendicular to each other or not? No, these are not perpendicular to each other. But this line is perpendicular to plane. It means what? This, suppose that this is the z-axis. So this is perpendicular to plane. It means what? This will be perpendicular to this one as well as this one. They are not perpendicular to each other, doesn't matter. They are not parallel to each other, doesn't matter. This line perpendicular to plane. It means this will be perpendicular to this one, this will be perpendicular to this one. Suppose that I am telling you, this is the y-axis, x-axis, and suppose that this is the z-axis. Z-axis means out of the plane. Suppose that here point Px, y. If I am asking you, what is the distance from here? So basically this is what? Perpendicular from here. This is what? Perpendicular. So this will be perpendicular to this one. This is one point. This is a, suppose y. This is a x. Right? So this will be, find this value. So z will be, my dear, under root x square plus y square, because we are going to find perpendicular distance according to Pythagoras theorem. Getting my points? So this is perpendicular to any line which is perpendicular to plane must be perpendicular to all the points, all the lines on that plane. Done, buddy? Okay. So my dear students, this is all about concept of geometrical physics or geometry, coordinate geometry. Now we are going to start concept of differentiation, right? Before that, I want to say one thing is here remaining, graph. Graph I will teach you after differentiation, because there is some concept we will use like what you can say, like slope, right? So in that case, first of all we have to study differentiation, then graph, right? Okay, thank you.